Total War for Hugh, part 2 of our Gondor campaign in the Dawnless Days Total War. This campaign is absolutely brutal. We have Mordor on our doorstep. We just defended Osgiliath against a brutal stack while losing one of our elite Gondor swordsmen, which will be extremely difficult to replace. And just before that, we miraculously survived attack from the sea by Corsairs of Umbar on land Rovalas. Most importantly though, we are losing control over Gondor. Control, which is akin to public order, is going down in every province other than our core province of Anorian. And there's no easy way to fix it. So we are looking at a wave of rebellions in maybe 10 turns or so, but we have bigger issues than that. The most pressing issue is the wave after wave of attacks from Mordor. That is just not happening. We are on turn 9. Mordor has at least 3 provinces, maybe 4, by the looks of it. And this is legendary difficulty, where AI has massive bonuses to recruitment capacity everywhere, yeah? They have most likely recruited multiple stacks already, and they are only at war with us, which means they are hoarding troops for one gigantic attack that is likely to come very, very soon indeed. So we need to get ready for that. Okay, now, we want to gang up on this guy. Can you come to reinforce? You can. Press on. Imrail, come closer too. We can see they have iron here too. And this is Mordor Heartlands. Okay. Oh, they have 4 settlements. Baradur, okay. Morannon and Kirifungo, huh? Okay, so Minas Morgul is a separate province. It's Ithilien. And the other 2 cities here has been wrecked. So if we raise it, we'll just create a slightly bigger buffer zone between us and the underlings of Sauron. Okay, but we have no military to do that yet. For now though, let's wipe this guy out. We have our 3 brutal generals here. Let's concentrate forces and make sure everyone gets X from this. Boromir, press on. Ah, cowards. Accept the battle. Can you double time in range? No, you can't. Okay. How about you? You can, then come closer. Boromir attacks. Is that so? We have so many archers, we can just obliterate their general. For some reason, the balance of power is not very favorable. Let's try to auto-resolve it and see what happens. We have... they also have archers, yeah? They have 200 archers. We should go aggressive here. Going aggressive means losses on this beautiful cavalry and on Imrail. Who's going to play this? This is too risky. We know they have multiple stacks just out of our line of sight, most likely. If we take unnecessary losses on our key units, we'll struggle big time in the next battle. Yeah, just gonna play. What is this ground? It's like a wasteland, yeah? Ugh. Oh, we are attacking uphill. That's not so good, man. It's so good. They might be camping this brutal hill at the very top. Maybe that's why balance of power was so unfavorable. Either way, just press on back, guys. We can't see them yet. Just waiting for our guys to arrive. Yeah, then additional forces crack on here, yeah? Of course they are. We have Boromir and Imrail here. What did you expect? Okay, send cavalry ahead to scout for us, while heavy infantry and archers will be following them. Oh, we can see them. Slow down, no need to run. Plan is very simple. We give attack order on the crappy archers, so they run away from their general, destroy them with cavalry, which should be very easy, and then just obliterate their general with our archers. As simple as that. Don't expect this to go wrong as long as we don't misplay it. Everyone come here. Running uphill doesn't even tire this cav. This is brilliant. Yeah, we are still fresh, even though we just ran up a massive hill. Beautiful. Okay, slow down. We might accidentally be in the range soon, so just gonna give attack order with cavalry, and you guys pull back, yeah? You don't want to get shot. Okay, the 3 archers we have. Group them and press on, start shooting the general, and cavalry, just crack on, guys. There are orcs here. You need to take care of them, yeah? Start shooting the general, guys. The general. Knights. Knights are going to bump into him unless we change direction, yeah? Which is what we're going to do right now. Go after the archers, yeah? Go after the archers, guys. Just the archers. Ignore the general. He can't catch you, he's slow. And charge. Oh, brutal cavalry charging downhill into crappy orc archers. This can end only one way. But the general's right behind us, yeah? Press on, guys. Don't let him catch you. Don't let him catch you. He will wipe you out if you get in melee with him. Get out of here, guys. Get out of here. You are losing men on Imrail. This is not good. These guys are almost done. Finish them off. Cavalry, move away. Move away from the general, yeah? Come back for these guys. It's a bad idea. Pull back. You need to pull back, guys. You need to pull back. We're losing men to these crappy guys because we're disengaging. Okay, archers. Come back for the general. Okay, guys, he's done. Don't fight him anymore. He's broken. Out of here. We still lost a few cavalrymen, which is not ideal. This general is very, very fast. Men of Gondor, get out of here. Archers, come here and finish him off, yeah? Didn't expect him to be that fast and catch us. Okay, come here, Cav, and you guys start shooting him. Fast. We can speed this up now. There's no maneuvering required. We just obliterate him with archers, yeah? Oh, they look like Star Wars guys. What is this? Oh, absolute slaughter. Black Sheep bodyguards. Black Sheep bodyguards are going down very, very soon. There's not many of them left, so we are missing most shots, but cavalry charge will wipe them out, yeah? Archers pull back. Knights. Wipe him out. Yeah, he's done. Decisive victory, huh? But we lost 24 riders. That's not the end of the world. Okay, going for... Here's the problem of going for replenishment. You don't get 1% replenishment on your entire force, distributed to who needs it. You get 1% replenishment on every unit, yeah? Only one of our 5 guys is damaged, so we're going to get 1% replenishment on him, which is like 190 man unit, yeah? So we're going to get 2 guys replenished, and everything else on these guys will be wasted because they are not damaged, yeah? So this makes 0 sense. Just go for money. Nice. Imrail also leveled up now. What do we give him? What do we give him? Upkeep cost for land units. That is not too bad. Ammunition is also good. We know that. Campaign movement range. He already has amazing movement. He doesn't need any more of that. He's got double bonus to movement already, yeah? Charge for cavalry units. 5% is nothing. But also upkeep for non-mercs, yeah? Whereas Hunter gives us upkeep for all land units. And 10 food from characters. If he's a governor, so half of this is wasted. I think this might still be the best. It's not perfect. The 5% charge bonus is very small. Maybe 2% upkeep reduction is actually better. How much are we going to save on this? His bodyguards are 500. That's like 1100 already, and this guy is 1400 gold, yeah? So 5% upkeep reduction is 70 gold. That is actually relevant. Yeah, gonna go with Hunter, even though he's not a governor. It's a strong one. And how about Boromir? Going to go with ammunition, yeah? Of course. We have 3 archers here. Grab it. Yeah, we're up to 17 ammo. Excellent. And probably going to go for ammunition with him too, which would mean Fletchers, yeah? And missile attack range as well. That sounds good. Get it. And we're now up to 18 ammo on archers. Excellent. Okay, so you, buddy, you need to get out of here. Get on our side of the river. Can you... You can. Then get here. And you double time back to Osgiliath. I might even pass the units over to Imrail, yeah? So... we benefit more from his upkeep reduction. You do the same. We can't trade units anymore, you're spent. That's fine. That went reasonably well, but look, we are now losing control. It was going up by 8 not long ago. What happened here? A non-faction influence, huh? Devastation. A natural tendency is -4. This is bad. Okay, so we need to fix this, yeah? It gets wrecked after every single attack, and it's going to cost us a lot of money. Okay, here's the thing. This is now 1350 gold to repair. Absolutely brutal. Going to wait for this to repair on its own, even though it hits our control a little bit. But perhaps it's not to our benefit to be fighting defensive battles for Osgiliath. Perhaps what we should do instead, and the reason it's not to our benefit is we only benefit a little bit from our arrow towers. They are not that great. And choke points are obviously important, but how about we do something else instead? Because if we just defend, yeah, every time we defend, we're losing like 1500 gold to devastation and also public order or control. If we defend every turn, this is going to bankrupt us. Like it's almost half of our income. How about we do something else? We set an ambush just outside of Osgiliath so that the garrison and the army inside helps him out, and we transfer all the units to him. So we benefit from his upkeep reduction, and the army, the biggest army, is actually hidden. So Mordor will only see Boromir inside of Osgiliath and the small garrison, yeah? Everyone else, all our other units will be sitting in an ambush, hidden, yeah? So when they go for it, we actually have more troops than if we only defended Osgiliath and had the other army in Ker Andros. Osgiliath is not wrecked after the battle. We level all 3 generals up instead of just 1. We benefit from Imrail's upkeep reduction. And we actually have more troops fighting, while they have moral penalty. This all seems like a very, very decent plan, which we're going to try next time, or rather next turn. And we're going to let these repair on their own. We don't have money to be splurging like that, yeah? Okay, next, are Corsairs on the move? They are not, but they have an army here. Recruiting. Can we get peace with them? That would help a lot. Low, huh? Do we need to pay them off? No, they don't want peace. Okay. Even though our strength rating is 1 and theirs is 10, would be the perfect scenario would be to drag them into war with someone else, or drag someone else into war with them. But that is easier said than done. We don't know any other faction here, and Harandor is definitely not going to fall for it. In fact, they hate us more than anyone else. It's only a matter of time before they attack us. Why would they attack someone else? Yeah, that doesn't seem great. Okay, and how about Druidane? Are these guys warming up to us? No, nothing changed. Okay, can we splurge on a gift? I think it's 300 gold. Let's see what we can build before we try that. Okay, and we need to take under control in all our provinces pretty much. All we have is a hole in every city. In fact, a couple of them are still under construction, but we also need these monuments, yeah? In fact, we should upgrade them into burial ground for extra +1 control and for some influence. Influence is important because it counters Sauron's influence, and we can see actually Sauron's influence in Anorian is going up, and it's already causing all sorts of issues. Natural tendency switched from positive to -4, which is disastrous. Non-faction influence of only 1 is already causing massive problems here. Okay, so we should start building burial grounds in provinces that are in the worst shape, yeah? Which would mean Lamadon, that's going down by 5. It will reduce to -3 per turn next turn once we complete hold. Okay, and Western Gondor will reduce to -2. So what is different here than in other provinces? Natural tendency is better. Okay, maybe we just have influence here. Huh, interesting. Nothing is different. Ooh, in fact, you know what? Look at this monument. Maybe we underestimated it. It provides +4 Dunedain Kingdom influence, yeah? Maybe the more influence we have, the more we get bonus to control from natural tendency of our people. Because this +2 rather, to control, we don't have it in other provinces, yeah? In fact, in Anorian, natural tendency is -4, and everywhere else is just +1. And the only thing different, it's +2 in Lamadon. We don't have any other buildings here compared to other provinces. It's not obvious, but I suspect it could be because we have that obelisk over there. Yeah? So why don't we build more of them? Yeah? Expand it and build obelisk or monument. And Western Gondor. I should build it here, yeah? Very safe place, right in the middle. Yeah, let's do it. Expand and grab a monument. In fact, we can build another one here. Should we though? It's far away as well. At least it's unlikely to ever be attacked. Because it's also far away, it would be difficult to move armies here to smash a rebellion, so perhaps we build another one. Or we can upgrade this one that in fact, we are already building a second one here. So how about we upgrade this? Which one is better? Burial Grounds have +2 control, +4 influence. Fountain has +1 control, but +8 influence, and 100 gold from culture. How much influence do we have here? And do we even need more? It's like the westernmost province of ours. We shouldn't need much here. Natural tendency 2. Yeah, without external effects, control tends to decline. Things get worse on their own unless you do something about them. So to prevent that, we just need to build stuff. Ignorance of the wider conflict is the natural state of things. Of course it is. People don't care. And we need to make them care by giving them something to do. Like having a fountain here, yeah? So they can drink water from it or whatever they want, buff in it. So which one is more important? Fountain or the burial grounds? Right now I think this might be better, yeah, because that one control could make a difference. Right, if we complete this we get +2, we get +1 from this and we're almost stable, yeah? We get another +1 from this and we're actually stable. Seems like a good idea, yeah? The only thing is that it's all our income. Is there any better way to spend our funds? We could also grab an obelisk here instead of upgrading one over there. It will be cheaper as well, yeah? For the same +1, so let's do that. Monument. What's the situation here? How much are we actually going to gain from this? Corruption is 30%, yeah? Not so great. And negative taxes. Yeah, I think the best investment will be to increase control, so the taxes actually increase from increased control, because we are losing tax income from the crappy -52 we already have, yeah? Well, look at this. Tax rate -25%. So upgrading the obelisks, the monuments to burial grounds seems like the best use of funds, because right now if we build more urban industries, like half of this income is going to be eaten away anyway by like corruption and tax reduction. There's no point. We need to take this under control first, and the way to take those under control is to increase control. So that's what we're gonna do. 3 public order buildings everywhere is the plan. Like 1 in every region, really. Okay, so we're gonna save our funds for next turn and press on. Dominance! We increase dominance. Excellent. What does it do? I have another governor. This is beautiful. Guys, this is so important. Governor can take control under control in another province. Excellent. Yeah, we don't get any more of anything else, but that is good development. Good stuff. Probably because we won battles and built a bunch of stuff. Fiefdom conscription system. Excellent. Wait, is this like in Attila where you gain control when you gain dominance by also researching technologies? Maybe that's how it works. Also, it would be good to get +1 from this. Right, if we build the 3 tier 2 control buildings, 1 in each region, that will stabilize it. Then if we get another +1 from this, we'll start climbing out of the mess we're in right now. This would be very, very appreciated. Okay, the crappy cursors. Are you guys willing to... No, you're not. We might be willing to pay you off, so you leave us alone, yeah? Maybe it's hard-coded. Or maybe they just need another enemy to smash them. Okay, we still can't see Mordor. Going to try this trap thing. Oh, we didn't promote Faramir. Right. What do you want, man? You will be ambushing, right? Which means you should go for... Nothing here gives ambush chance. Interesting. Okay, seasoned ambusher, ambush chance +10%. Captain of the Rangers, ambush chance +20%. So Faramir has the best chance to ambush. Ambush chance 25%, really? Oh, this is Imrael. Faramir should have 55, good stuff. And in the forest over here, still 55. It's not reclassified as a forest, it's a grassland, even though it's got trees. Okay, 55 is not too bad anyway, yeah? Works slightly more often than not. And since nothing here gives bonus to ambush, we should probably go with Hunter too. Get a discount on these units, because we want main army of him, yeah? He'll be sitting in an ambush. So grab Hunter. Nah, but... Fletcher is also very good. Missile attack range and ammunition. Considering we'll have all these archers with him. How many do we have anyway? Plenty. At least 7 plus the garrison archers, yeah? Yeah. Upkeep reduction is too important though. We struggle badly money-wise. And upkeep reduction is worth more than extra income from buildings, because half of the income from buildings is eaten away by corruption and negative taxes we get from lack of control. So we're going to go for the 5% upkeep reduction. It's not ideal, it's not optimal, but it's better than nothing. In fact, we've already did it, yeah? So yeah, what's done is done. Come here, buddy, and set a brutal ambush. Yeah? Next. Boromir leveled up again, rank 3. Beautiful. A missile attack range for you, man. 10% and 10% ammo. Good, do it. It's not like it's going to change much for you because you don't have any archers under your command right now. But this will change. Eventually we will get big armies, yeah? Right, move all the units to Faramir and you set an ambush too. Okay, so we have 2 brutal commanders setting in an ambush just outside Osgiliath, and they are being reinforced by each other and by Osgiliath's garrison as well as Boromir. So all in all, we'll be, what, 12.5 units here, let's say 13.5, 14.5, plus how's the garrison looking? Fully replenished, yeah? We have a stack and a bit. Plus we'll get bonus from ambushing. And what they'll see now is just a single general and not that impressive garrison, which is very, very good. This is exactly what we want them to think. Now, second brutal governor. Who is a suitable man for the job? Okay, so we want someone of high authority, because authority gives influence and later also control. If not authority, then governance for tax rate increase and construction cost reduction. We don't need command for governors. Okay, so this guy has 3-2, he's decent. Hot-tempered, huh? Control +2. At the cost of governance and tax rate. Might make sense to put him temporarily in charge in a place with the worst control, so he improves the situation right away. Ooh, this is better because it has no downsides, and control +2 from the presence of Dunedain Kingdom cult influence, which we happen to have plenty of everywhere. So Angbor is the man for now. Ooh, maybe he's even better. Purin. Control +2, governance +1. Looks good. This one, Glaskill, is excellent because of construction cost reduction and tax rate increase. But this will be better later when we actually stabilize control and have decent income, yeah? Now it would be largely wasted because our provinces are massively underdeveloped. And the new guys, we don't even see them, yeah? Let's see what they have, which is very unfortunate indeed. What's our most important province? The one that makes the most money, yeah? Which happens to be Middle Gondor, where we have all the resources. Of course, increasing control here is going to give us the most because it will increase tax on the biggest base provincial income. Yeah, so put him in charge. Immediate improvement to -1 only. Excellent. We just need a single obelisk to stabilize the situation here. We are still growing, although only barely. It's gonna take a while before we can expand. Actually, that's not so good. Maybe things will improve on their own. If not, although this is against the rules, yeah? Things only get worse here. Maybe also upgrade wine for another +1. At least we stopped the rot to a large extent. If we can't grow population to later build another obelisk and monument here, we might need to repurpose one of these urban industries, which would be a waste. But now at least we know that building money buildings is not as important as building control and influence buildings early on. So we do have almost 5,000 gold, which is brilliant, allows us to build something useful, such as how about we actually improve recruitment camp. It's going to cost us 100 gold and 15 food. What's our food situation here? We only have 19, yeah? So we will need to build another farm or upgrade the existing one, yeah? Ooh, this upgrade is decent, gives us like a lot of food. And a little bit of money too. This is actually decent. It makes more sense to upgrade this than to build another one. 72 additional food from fertility. Nice. Okay, we are losing 3 here. Burial grounds it is then, for another +1 and some more influence, yeah? Lamedon will never improve, by the looks of it. It stopped growing. We will never be in a position where we can actually expand it and build a monument. Not so good, man. Yeah, and let's build a recruitment complex. I want to see these new brutal units. Also increases replenishment of recruitable units. So we won't replenish faster the professional soldiers, the likes of Gondor spearmen, but we'll replenish faster everything that we can already recruit, which is most of the stuff we have and all of the stuff we can still recruit. Yes, so improve this, build it, leaving us 500, which is not enough for anything. Okay, I think we should get the 3 other military techs to get this +1 control. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it actually does, considering the state of affairs in our country. What do we start with? Attrition from weather and terrain, yeah? Because now we know Mordor as a wasteland, which means we get attrition. Orcs probably don't, so this tech will be somewhat useful. Campaign movement for navies is useless. Morale +2 for all forces. Okay, that benefits us right away. This is more important. Let's get this first. Then we get this, and we get +1 control. Very, very important stuff. Is there anything that gives outright control from the tech tree? Not really. So we would get +3 control, which is great, but everything else here, and a little bit of influence, yeah? But these building upgrades would be wasted. We won't ever have money to actually build them, yeah? If we were happy to just use crappy units for a little bit longer, then this makes sense, and +3 would basically stabilize the situation, because to get +3, right, we need to build an obelisk and a burial ground in every single province. Think how much money this is. It's like 4.5, close to 5,000. Plus it needs a population. The opportunity cost is massive, because instead we could be building money buildings. Guys, what do you think? Let me know in the comments, because this looks like a decent tech to me. We should probably have the supply stuff in Anorian anyway, yeah? It seems like an important thing. It probably increases our replenishment. And it enables recruitment of wagons, yeah? I guess if we get a wagon in an army, it massively reduces our attrition from wasteland. So if we want to venture into Mordor, we should have a wagon in every stack. Else we'll be just getting massive attrition. So maybe the way you do this is grab the stack for 25% reduction of -25% attrition from terrain, and you stack it with having a wagon in your army, which maybe gives like -50%, who knows. And then you're largely fine. You still, probably the way they did it is you still take a little bit, but if you don't have any attrition reduction, it's just a no-go, because you'll get absolutely wrecked. Interesting. So what do we do? What do we do, guys? What would you do? As much as it's tempting to just grab +3, I want to explore this. Don't want to just beeline for the tech that means we don't research anything else for another 3 episodes. Just gonna take it slowly, try to take control of a control by just building stuff and appointing governors. Going to go for morale. We have no money left, so let's press on. Oh, edict in Middle Gondor. Absolutely brutal. Going to use it for the control one, yeah? Influence shift, +2 your factions, yeah, whatever. This is weak, +3 control. Immediately stabilizes the situation, yeah? Build it. And this is Middle Gondor, where we don't have any obelisks, so a combination of governor and +3 from edict, basically putting us back into positive territory. Beautiful. And let's press on. All that is gold does not glitter. The White Tower's many messengers abroad ensure that little of the going-on of Middle-earth escapes the steward of Gondor. Even now, rumors have reached the citadel from the remote town of Bree, located in Eriador. It is said that one of the Dunedain still dwells there, a descendant of the line of Isildur, long thought to be lost. Under the name of Strider, he supposedly frequents the local tavern, though he is described as a rather unkempt figure, living as a seclusive ranger. A right of blood, if these rumors would prove to be true, this man could lay claim to the throne of Gondor, which has not seen a king since the end of Ainur's reign over 1000 years ago. The steward, of course, would not take kindly to being supplanted by some ragged vagabond, and would prefer to shed no light on this matter. Await further developments. Okay, so if you go with this, right, probably block or at least massively delay Aragorn's appearance, yeah? Whereas if you go with inquire about him, you might speed things up, or at least not delay them. Of course, it's fairly obvious, right? Now, ambush foiled. What's happened here? We have a full stack in front of us. Can we be super cheeky and go into ambush again? We can't. We are right in their zone of control. Maybe that's why. Okay, so what are we looking at? Zorzagar with Servants of the Eye. These are probably the best bodyguards, although it's only 65 of them. Tier 1, Tier 1, Tier 1. Okay, looks like a crap stack. Oh, Mordor is at war with Lorien. Good for us. Very good indeed. And we have a hole in Londgalen. Good. Now, we'll look at that later. We have a pressing matter here to resolve. This brutal full stack from Mordor. And this is also a worrying development, yeah? Because we could see all the way into Cirith Ungol. The army was not there, it was out with our line of sight, even though we saw all the way there, and it still managed to attack us. This means we can't rely on there being nothing in these two citadels. They can still reach us from deeper inside Mordor. Not so good. Okay, so, if we attack him, what are we looking at? First and foremost, Imrail is not reinforcing. That's already bodes badly for us. Let's change his stance to none, yeah? So he gets up. If we attack now, we probably are being reinforced by everyone by the looks of it. Although there's only one arrow showing. Maybe we should cut him off, yeah? So he... no, just attacks and see what happens. Ah, that's not so good, man. But we can go into ambush again. Now here's the thing, we can't beat this guy in land battle unless we get reinforced by the garrison. We just have too few units. We're looking at 15 on our side. Well, 15 and a bit, because this guy is still replenishing. Against 20 orcs. Ooh, what is this? Supply wagon. Ah, medium supply wagon. What does it do? What does it do? I can't tell. Okay, so it has a little bit of stats. One creature inside. Costs a little bit. What does it do? Stats are irrelevant on this. And we can take it over, yeah? If we defeat them. We can probably get it as spoils of war. I'm going to try again. Going for ambush again. And withdraw Imrail here. Yeah, this guy will attack again. Maybe we get lucky. Ah, the downside is he could bring a second stack. We're risking big time here. If this ambush fails and the second stack appears, maybe it's better to just defend Osgiliath again. But we just repaired the buildings. We don't want them to get wrecked again, yeah? That's the problem with just defending the city. We always get penalized by having to repair it or waste time for people to repair on their own and losing control. In fact, is it that bad? Because these two repaired in a single turn. Maybe it's not the end of the world. Maybe we can just ignore things. Instead of paying up, just let them fix it themselves. I'm actually leaning towards it. We don't know anyone new. Relationship with Rohan is improving. Trade income is improving. All the good stuff. And any chance for peace with Corsairs of Umbar? Doesn't look like that. Nope. So, guys, what do we do? I'm really tempted to give this ambush another chance, yeah? It's 55%, it's not too bad. Deployables. Plus 2 sets of balls of fire. Okay, we'll give it another go. If it fails again, we might need to reassess. But for now, of course, time works against us here, because the longer this keeps happening, the bigger the odds of them bringing the second stack. But we'll see. In fact, if it fails again, they could attack with a second stack, and then we fight a land battle against everyone. What do we do then? We'll be cooked. Can't beat 2 stacks of these guys in a land battle. Not with, what, 14 units? They'll have 3 times our numbers. Without garrison helping us? Wait, if they do attack, we would have garrison helping us, but that might still not be enough. Maybe it's too big of a risk. If it fails once, to try again. Maybe we shouldn't do this. Okay, how about this? What happens if we set this ambush outside Osgiliath on the other side of the river, Anduin, yeah? Would we be reinforcing the city? I think we should be reinforcing, yeah? Ha, but then he might just retreat from the attack. And the situation will be exactly the same, because he will see what odds he's facing. He'll just cancel the attack. So we might still... okay, basically we have two valid options. Either we try to set an ambush again, and cross fingers he actually falls into it, and they don't bring a second stack. Or leave enough defending Osgiliath to beat him without help, but then we risk getting absolutely crushed when there's a second stack and they attack with 2 anyway. Just going to stay in this ambush, there's no good answer here. And let's see what we can, what else we can do here. That's what I like to see, control going up in Middle Gondor. Good development. Lamadon still deteriorating. Belfalas almost stopped the rot, it's going down by 1. Same with Western Gondor, but we have 2 obelisks here, monuments here we can upgrade. Can get better units in Anorian in 2 turns. And Lebanon will slightly improve next turn once we complete burial grounds. Gonna build another burial grounds in the province we lose the most control, which happens to be, well, can't build it in Lamadon unfortunately. And here we only have 1 obelisk. We are not growing either. Well, we are growing, but so slowly. Do we get growth from food surplus? Where can we see breakdown of growth? No, we can't by the looks of it. Does food contribute to it? Growth plus 5 all provinces from surplus. Okay, we have 300 food surplus, but this is only because it's autumn. Also looks like fertility 5. It makes a lot of sense to build food here, yeah? Yeah, but we have other pressing needs. It has to be burial grounds somewhere. And that somewhere is going to be Belfalas, yeah? Do it, to stop the rot. Okay, now, Western Gondor. We already have 2 monuments here. Next turn we can upgrade 1 to burial grounds, but also we can expand it and build some money stuff. Doesn't make sense though. We already established we lose half of the income from corruption and negative taxes. So perhaps that's not the best way to go. Perhaps we should wait with building more money buildings until we stabilize control everywhere and just focus on that for now. So we're going to gamble on this ambush succeeding this time. If not, we will reassess. Hopefully we'll still survive till next turn. Also, we'll be down to 4 food, and only because it's autumn, yeah? We need to build foodstuffs in Anorian eventually. Or upgrade this. We have good fertility here, yeah? We should just build a farmstead here. That's what we're going to do. Oh! Shepherd is providing 300 gold from animal husbandry. Absolutely amazing. In fact, Happy Farmstead is providing almost 200, as well as tons of food. Look, these buildings are actually better than industry buildings, yeah? Because this upgraded gives 300, but also causes negative growth and food consumption, yeah? Whereas Tier 2 Farm not only gives us like 100 food, but also almost 200 gold, 195. I underestimated farms, they are important. So perhaps we are going to start Farmstead in Herandros next turn, if there's nothing more pressing to do. How is our control looking? Dominance. The bar barely moved. I think we need to win more battles and maybe do something else. Build more buildings that give this. Improving Minas Tirith would be great. More control. 5 dominance points. 150 gold. Better roads mean better movement. Settlement has high walls. Okay, that is good. And better garrison. How about the dome? That is also pretty good, yeah? Maybe even better. And the tree? Tree is also great, but we are never going to lose control enough here to have any issues, yeah? We should wait with these buildings until much later when we can actually afford them. It's much more important to stabilize other provinces as to avoid a gigantic wave of rebellions. And also we'll need to save some money, field the fleet at some point, or a small land army that can actually defend these coastal settlements. We have so many conflicting priorities, guys. It's really tough, but for now we're going to keep the money for another cultural building next turn and maybe the farmstead in Kerandros, and for now let's press on. Ambush! Look at this! We are absolutely massively favored. We have almost 4,000 men between 3 armies and garrison. And they are cooked. Numbers wise, we're not even that far off, yeah? They have 3.5k, we have 3.8 8. So only 10% more men. But we are ambushing them. We have better quality overall and 3 generals. And every single one of them, every single one will get exp from this. Absolutely amazing. Of course we're going to auto-resolve this, yeah? We're going to go with balanced stance, yeah? Wipe them out. Okay, we lost 500 men. How has this been distributed? Oh, quite a lot of losses on the guards and militia. This is very good news, yeah? We don't care about them. We care about not losing the actual troops. Ah, the cavalry got wrecked. That's not so good. And the bodyguards of Imrail. Yeah, that's what happens. Cavalry get disproportionately punished. But they didn't get away with much. They still have these wagons. They lost 4 units and 2/4 of their headcount. And we make really nice money from this. Just going to loot the battlefield, yeah? I don't think replenishment is that great. It's only 3%, yeah? Just go for this. 3% is probably what we get per turn. Or probably we even get more than that. Yeah, loot the battlefield. This is like half the price of burial grounds. Do it. Ah, they retreated to Minas Morgul. That's the downside of sitting in an ambush. Await further developments. Messengers were sent back to Bree at haste with orders to inquire about this ranger and bid him come to the White City. They return now empty-handed and report this. The man known as Strider is indeed Aragorn, son of Arathorn, of the line of Isildur. But he has left Bree before the messenger's arrival on some quest of great importance, and none know whither he has gone. Okay, so we await Aragorn. Oh, look at this! What is this? Is this a joke? They replenished to full in a single turn. Ah, brutal punishment for auto-resolving this, huh? And by the looks of it, we didn't get any level ups on anyone. Okay, next time we need to play this ambush manually. We can't let them off the hook with only 4 units lost, while we also take losses on our absolutely amazing cavalry. Okay, more importantly, are Corsairs staying put? Looks like they are. Can't see any of their armies. Good. Rohan loves us, these guys still ignore us. And Harandor despise us. Okay, at least we don't need to worry about diplomacy because we know so few factions. Okay, so let's look at control. We are massively losing it at Lamedon. That is unsustainable, guys. What's the situation here? Natural tendency is +2. And that's all we have. Well, buildings +2. We need monuments here, yeah, but we have no slots open for it. So what do? I think we need to change governor, because in Middle Gondor we can just... we don't have any obelisks here either. We get all the control here from governor and the edict. We overdid it with money buildings. I really don't want to scrap these. They provide money, but if we don't, we'll be in gigantic trouble. We're also losing population, yeah? So we'll never expand at this rate. The main building doesn't give us more control. Neither does the town main building. Gives us dominance. Who cares about that? We're probably very far away. Does it say how many points do we need? It doesn't. And the bar hasn't even moved, yeah? Could be a lot of points. Okay. There isn't much we can do about it until we can expand Middle Gondor and build at least a single obelisk here. We should keep the governor here. We can also scrap urban industry building. It's not like it's giving us that much. We probably got our money back from it, yeah? From the early investment. Of course we would do it here. That's an option. That is an option. A painful one, because you're scrapping perfectly fine building, but it might be necessary. Okay, so Belfalas will be stable in 2 turns once we complete burial grounds. Western Gondor requires 1 upgraded obelisk monument, so let's do this now. Yeah. Lebanon requires additional upgrade. It will go down to -1 next turn, so needs 1 more building, but at least it's growing. We will grow population in what? In 6 turns, that's a lot. In fact, in more, because right now we have boost from autumn, yeah? Then standard growth is even lower. Not so good, man. Not so good. Perhaps we should build an obelisk in Pelargir, or monument rather. Is there a cap on buildings? The fact that they increased the size of this suggests to me that we can just keep building stuff. There's no hard cap like there is in like other Total War games. That would be really good. I'm going to try to build monument in Pelargir. Yes, we can do this. Excellent. Do it here. Okay. So right now Lamedon is the only problematic province. Everywhere else we are already in the process of stabilizing it. Once we complete all the buildings in progress, we will be fine. So how do we stabilize Lamedon? I'm afraid we need to scrap one of these urban industry buildings and build a monument instead and then upgrade this. This will give us +2, yeah? Taking it down to -1 per turn, which is not the end of the world. We can live with that, so scrap this. We're losing 100 gold from it and obviously our initial investment, but it has to be done. And perhaps you should build this burial ground in Untitled too to actually start improving things. But this will eat the rest of our income. We're supposed to improve farmstead in Kerandros. Let's do just that. Okay, and what do we do now? Do we set another ambush? Just basically repeat what we just did. Are they even likely to attack into it? Maybe they'll wait for reinforcements and come with 2 stacks. I might as well try though. And this time we'll play this manually. If we can catch them, that is. Okay, let's move on. They just couldn't resist, man. They just could not resist. Okay, we learned our lesson the hard way, so we're going to play this and absolutely wipe them out. There's only 2,000 of them, but for some reason, balance of power is not as favorable as the last time. And we still get the help from the garrison, so nothing changed in on our side other than a little bit depleted troops. But they have like 4 fewer units and... Wait, their replenishment didn't kick in fully. It's hard to say. We're going to fight this anyway. Let's do it. Deployables remaining 2. Okay, first question is, where are our reinforcements coming from? This side, yeah? And these are mighty reinforcements. We only have a handful of units here. They will be marching slowly. We'll spawn here. They will see us right away, right? Wait, we have 2 archers here. And in fact, Illyrian Rangers times 3 with Faramir's bodyguards. We can deploy them along their path and be shooting them for free, yeah? Snipe the general that way. Servants of the Eye, these are cavalrymen this time. And look at them, they look absolutely amazing. How about the rest of this ugly bunch? Ah, these 200 axes, they look scary, that's for sure. And wargs, ugly creatures. Wolves as well, Oh, this is the supply wagon. They have trolls. What is this? They actually look like in a movie. Excellent. Right, okay, so I don't think we need to worry about these, yeah? What we don't need to worry about is the main guys. We can hide in the grass, yeah? What about just deploying along their path and sniping the general? We stay hidden, they don't know what hit them. Will they just keep moving or will they try to reorganize? What if they actually move at us? Maybe this is not the best idea. And what deployables do we have anyway? The balls of fire without hill are not a good idea, let's just say. Next, we have 2 cavalrymen, yeah? We want them hidden in a forest. Maybe here? Because once they throw everyone into melee, they will most certainly... Is this like a forest? Hard to say. We're probably safer shooting from an actual forest, yeah? Like from here. And then cavalry can protect us a little bit. And then we deploy our infantry here in the forest too, and our 5 archers behind them. But we don't want to attack them with all these units. We want to wait for reinforcements. But if we can snipe the general, I really wonder what they'll do once we start shooting them with these hidden archers. Are they going to react or not? And if yes, how will they react? Just going to deploy in these trees over here, get the few volleys out and see what they do. Let's do it. Unless they see reinforcements right away and then just start going at them. They will be marching until something happens. They'll be in our range very soon. They don't see us, yeah? We are still hidden. Fortunately for us, we start in the forest. Excellent. Are we shooting? We are not shooting yet. Okay guys, just make sure you stay hidden. We need to combine with the main army. Okay. They are in range, but we are not shooting with rangers, yeah? Should we give order to get the volley out on the general? Let's see what... Oh, we actually are shooting. They know something hit them, but they can't see us. Okay, let's press on with the reinforcements, yeah? Come here, guys. Do you get any kills from this? 0, 0, and 0. Basically wasted the chance to actually properly ambush them because of this. They are now deploying here. But we can just keep pressing on and shooting them, yeah? If they can't see us in the grass, that is very, very good. They can't see the reinforcements either by the looks of it. Guys, did you get any kills? 0, 0, and 1. Not so good. Can you press on slightly? While staying hidden, of course. And start shooting these warg sentries. We can get rid of them, that would be very, very helpful. They know enemies nearby, but they can't see the archers, the rangers. They can't see anything, in fact. They should be just standing here, yeah? Yeah, they are staying put. So we'll keep shooting them, for free, for now, while we wait for reinforcements. Okay, we broke the wargs, now we keep shooting the general. If we can snipe him like this is going to be absolutely amazing. Haven't killed a single bodyguard yet. Getting some kills on these crappy rebels, because of collateral. Okay, the crappy guy is coming back. Killed 1 servant of the eye. Probably worth spending all the ammunition on the rangers just to get rid of their general. These guys have mighty armor and big health because they are cavalrymen, yeah? 26, 25, we killed 6 of them. At the mighty cost of ammunition. Okay, I want one of you guys to be shooting wargs. It's 29 of them. General bodyguards down to 21 men. They pulling away? No, they are staying put. Good. Okay. Ooh, okay, you buddy need to stop. Don't get too far ahead of yourself. We shattered that work sentry unit. Excellent. The general is shaken and down to a handful of men. This is going to be amazing, but we've not heard yet. Stop, guys, don't go too far. They can discover you. They can see you. Let him. He's shaken and he's pulling away. He's down to 8 guys. Should we now shoot the other work sentries? Can we get that close? Is the question. Oh, these guys are taking such a heavy losses. Can we try to get another volley in the general? Probably not. We need to get much too close to. Or actually, stop what you're doing now. You used a lot of ammo already. How is your kill count? 60, 60, 90. Okay, that's not too bad. It's not amazing, but more importantly, we almost got rid of the general. If you can press on a little bit and get another couple volleys on him, just make sure they don't see you, yeah? We are shooting from almost the maximum distance, so we should be fine, but you never know. Ah, crap, they see us. Pull back. To the forest. And all of you guys press on. Made a mistake here. Wait, are you hidden again? Under fire. Okay, you're hidden again. Okay. Guys, you stay where you are. They lost track of us. They can't see us anymore. Good, we can come back there and get a few more volleys on them. But we shouldn't try to snipe the general because these guys over here will see us. Yeah, so just try the work sentries. They're right in the middle, so it should be fairly safe. These rangers are amazing. Absolutely love it. Sniping for free. And these guys are right in the middle, so any collateral, anything that doesn't land on them, lands on someone else. And maybe not everything, but enough. Shaken down to 55. I wish there was... wait, what is barrage? Quick reload, 75% rate of fire. Okay, we don't need that, we have time. Just keep shooting as normal, yeah? They're down to 42. We want to get rid of the mobile units first and foremost, and then maybe the most dangerous melee units. They are wavering. Stop, don't chase them. General moved to the middle. If we can get a volley from everyone, just one, we might break him. Even if they discover us, we can just pull back. Oh, we got him, yeah? Down to 2 bodyguards.
Enemy general is dead.
Beautiful. Don't go there, guys. Stay. We sniped the general and we crushed their most mobile units. Excellent. This was even... And we haven't even spent all the ammunition. This is going brilliantly well. Should we worry about wolves? Wolves are shaken already. Could be tricky to deal with. Okay. You're going to be shooting these. You will be shooting these. And you'll be shooting the axes, yeah? 59, 56, only killing 3 per volley, really? Oh, the axes shattered so quickly. Stop. Or pillagers, huh? Try to aim. They barely have any oh, the infantry is in the second line. That's fine. Get a volley on this warband. Can you do this from here? You can. Excellent. Then do. Shaken. Taking brutal losses. Then pull back a little bit. This is amazing. Who do we shoot next? They are all shaken. This will be a slaughter. Look, we haven't even used any other units. We're just using our snipe ability so far. Get a couple volleys on the rebel. He's right in the middle, so collateral will land on the guys behind him. Can we get that close without being noticed? Looks like we can. Then shoot. No, we're not doing much, only killed 1. Then switch to the warband, yeah? Now we're talking. 40 guys in a single volley. Wavering and pulling back. Looks like he's shattered, no? Then shoot at him. Axes are the most dangerous. Then swords and then spears. Spears you can ignore and just chop them down in melee with our superior units. Out of ammo. Okay, pull back, guys. This is brilliant. They had 16 units to begin with. They have 9 now, and they are all shaken. We can just press on with our main force. Let's group them, okay? We are going to send militia to fight in the front lines. We don't want to take losses on our important units. So you guys going to form a line that will be tanking their infantry. And the 5 bows that still have ammunition. Wait, we have even more archers. Okay. Group them all. Just deploy them in one giant line behind our main line. And what do we do with our reinforcing better troops? Just gonna use them to flank from this side, while we flank with cavalry from the other side. Gonna keep generals out of trouble. Don't want to risk them, yeah? But we have 7 bows. 8 in fact, with full ammunition. We'll just obliterate them from distance, yeah? They can see us, but they don't care. They will start moving once we start moving. Bring the cavalry slightly closer. All the ranged units should be in skirmish mode, yeah? And archers press on. Even a couple of volleys from these guys. This is like well over 1,000 men. We'll be slaughtering them. They need to close the distance, yeah? We have numerical advantage in ranged units. Like massive one. So they need to crack on. We'll be basically shooting them for free, yeah? They are cracking on, yeah. The 2 of you shoot these wolves. The 2 of you shoot this archer. 2 of you shoot him. And In fact, three of you shoot him and 3 of you shoot him. Bring cavalry closer. You guys start flanking them and bring our front line here. This guy, what is he doing? He's a ranged unit that's coming right in front of us. We have 3 units of archers shooting him. He's taking such a heavy losses here. Excellent. The other archer wiped out. Okay, guys, you switch to shooting one of the spears. You guys press on. Flankers press on. And front line, charge at them.
Beware, our hidden units have been revealed.
Yeah, that's all good. All is good here. We have tremendous advantage here. How about archers just snipe this troll? He's shaken, and we are now meleeing them, so there's no point shooting our own guys. Okay, wagon is wiped out. Archers switched to shooting this unit here, yeah? Massively routed them here. Just pile on and you stop shooting. We won. Just need to run them down, yeah? Decisive victory. Oh, look at this. We only lost 4%. Absolutely amazing. Excellent. Ooh, they still got away with a few guys. How is it possible? Oh, these are the guys we probably shattered when sniping them. So they got away without, for the actual battle, proper melee engagement took place. Just get the money, yeah? Enemy kingdom battle. Zor Zagar. Good. We have population surplus in Anorian. Excellent. Faramir leveled up. And we have Wardens of the Anduin tech. Good stuff. Okay, standardized officer ranks. Good stuff. Now, they got a new general, but they didn't retreat all the way to Minas Morgul, which presents us with a beautiful opportunity to lure the garrison out and destroy them in a land battle, instead of having to assault a walled city. A citadel, yeah? Do we have enough here to pull this off? 13 units slightly depleted, call it 12. Half a general, useless, and a general somewhat useful. 12 units, they have 4 here and 8 in the garrison. So we would be evenly matched. These guys are also very strong, yeah? They are tier 2 and 3 heavy units, with a tier 4 general as well. Very, very strong force. Can we pull this off? Can we? Gondor must stand. We only have crappy farmers here. Very light polearm infantry, yeah? That's fairly useless. It's not obvious we can do this. They would have bigger numbers and better quality, but this is a beautiful opportunity to at least try. Perhaps we should put a general in place of Imrail, with a fully healthy bodyguards and also a very heavy shock cav. We have 5.7k, yeah? We can spend 600 on repurposing bodyguards. Or just hire another noble that is not locked in with melee bodyguards. Then we have enough cavalry, 2.5 units worth, to make a difference in this battle, yeah? So what they have again? Morgul warband, heavy melee infantry. These are swordsmen, yeah? And then 200 axes by the looks of it, with no missile block chance. Heavy polearm infantry. Okay, this would be very dangerous. 2 archers, cavalry can deal with them. And then we this is cavalry general as well. Dangerous stuff. But we have some spears, we could deal with him using our Gondor spearmen. I think we have a chance. They will have numbers on their side and probably quality 2 overall, but if we play this well, we could lure the garrison out, destroy it in a land battle, hopefully without survivors, and then just take undefended Minas Morgul and raise this ugly, disgusting construction. Okay, do we need to worry about corsairs? No. Good. Are they any more willing to sign a peace? Also no. And how about Druidane? Nothing changed, yeah? Still -10. We need to make them more aligned with our goals, but for that we need money, and we have many more pressing needs with regards to our income. Okay, it's winter. What does winter do? -2 growth, food shortage 2, control -1. Okay, things are just getting worse and worse in Lamedon, and it's right in the middle of our country. We can't exactly let it rot. Maybe we should do something about it first. Okay, so what's the control here in Anorian? Going up by 2, all is good. Lebanon stabilized, and we can still expand the obelisk to burial grounds and start improving it. Middle Gondor is going up by 2. Things are looking decent here. Lamedon is going down by 4. Okay, but we can upgrade the center bakery for 40 food and some money too. That is actually not a bad idea. That will fix the food deficit, which means we don't need to build another farm when we can just build that monument here, yeah? Belfalas is going down by 1, but will stabilize next turn, And Western Gondor will stabilize next turn too. Okay, so it looks like stabilizing Lamadon is our most important goal right now. Let's build a monument in Erech and a bakery in Mornamar. And that leaves us with 2300 gold. And I think we need to recruit now, especially that we just completed recruitment complex. Let's have a look at these new beautiful units. Oh, we actually have a ton of them available. First of all, cavalry, the most important stuff. We have access to these patrollers already. They don't seem very good. Heavy spear infantry, right off the bat this seems better. What do we gain? 5 attack, 6 defense, 30 armor, this is amazing. And massive another 21 block chance and much bigger morale too, a little bit more health, although we lose a little bit of speed as well. This cavalry is massively superior, princesses sergeants. Looks great, might grab 1 or 2 of these. Next, coastal levies, yeah? These guys are just not very good, although they have javelins, so the damage should be devastating. We can't see the damage here, but we can assume they are decent. We know militia, and then we have Blackroot Vale archers. How do they compare with militia? Slightly better melee stats, 30 more armor, and 200 range. Okay, they are not bad. They are actually decent, and also they should be decent in melee once they run out of ammo. Certainly better than bow militia because of their extra armor. Princess's Coast Guard, polearm infantry, 220 in upkeep. This is expensive. What kind of weapon is it? What does it do? 12 armor piercing, okay, that's why it's so good. Armor is decent, but they have no block chance yet. They are shock infantry. Excellent melee defense. How is it excellent? It's pathetically low, 34. But they do have bonus versus beasts and cavalry. It's not like we need that. Not yet at least. Interesting unit. Next, Pinath Gelin Spearmen. Against cavalry and beasts. 40 armor. Okay, so the main difference between these guys, the new crop of units we have available, is that they have decent armor. Slightly better stats overall, and we have more to choose from, but we mainly benefit from them being armored, which is excellent. Okay, and what is this? Medium melee infantry. Decent stats overall, but they have 2 precursor javelins, by the looks of it. Ammunition 2. Ringlow Vale men-at-arms. Medium melee infantry, another swordsman. Wait, why would we hire this guy if we can hire this guy? It is more expensive, yeah? Has slightly better stats and also bigger upkeep. Okay. We have 2 things we could do, yeah? We can attack this army, try to lure the garrison out and quickly take and raise Minas Morgul, or we can recruit these new shiny units, bulk up and then strike. Letting them off the hook like that, like we won't get a better opportunity to attack them like this when they have a leftover army just outside Minas Morgul. Then we can lure the garrison out and there's no other army that we can see. I think we should go for it and at least see what the odds are. Okay, now Faramir leveled up. He's our main commander for now, so gonna give him more upkeep production. And how about the army? Gonna go with ammunition, yeah? Of course. Imrail, huh? Should replace him. Let him rest and the bodyguards recover. But we need a cavalryman. We need someone from the other nobles. Because it's better to get 1 more to choose from than to repurpose existing one, yeah? And all these guys that are free are locked in crappy spear bodyguards. We might need to, well, we certainly will need to play this manually. Goes without saying, so heavy shock cav, elite one, would be very, very valuable. I wish we could see their special traits, but no such luck. Amrothos, how about him? They all have crappy stats, so we probably should grab a guy with the most influence, yeah? Or is it better to grab one with the least influence? Beregond, just get him, yeah? With Knights of the Silver Swan. Yes, stand ready. I hope they can't retreat, yeah? Gonna bring these 2 within reinforcement range. Come here, and you come here. You can't? Then come here. Okay, and Faramir attacks. They are reinforced by the garrison. Let's see if they get out. Well, we should probably grab that single merc, yeah? What can they do though? Crappy farmers. Have really poor stats and the unit is small as well, but they only cost 60 gold. We can use them as a distraction. Maybe lure a few units away with them. Yeah? And let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Oh no, they just retreated. Ugh. We were afraid of that. Not much we can do now. At least we have enough movement to actually come back, yeah? So, Faramir, back to Osgiliath, and you'll recruit man. Nice replenishment too. Beregond, do we need him? The bodyguards are outrageously expensive. This is 500 gold. I don't think so. Disband him for now. But we want to keep Boromir around. If only to level him up a little bit. So come back here. And What do we want to recruit? We already have one princess's sergeant. It's gonna take a while to replenish, yeah? 3 turns to full. And one crappy light calf. I'd much rather have more of them. This is costing 160. Perhaps we should disband him, but the more cavalry the better. Cav is like the best. We have a lot of archers here, but probably not enough melee infantry. So how about a good, decent defensive melee infantry? Something that can go hand in hand. Medium shock infantry, huh? We need more line infantry to actually protect our archers first and foremost. Although, if we are defending Osgiliath, then we have plenty of line infantry in the garrison, the crappy militia, yeah? So perhaps grabbing a shock infantry. Yeah, first and foremost we need to grab another one of these. This is non-negotiable, yeah? This is by far the best unit you can hire. Then, if we only have tier 1s available, we should hire no one. And wait till next turn, yeah? That's what we're gonna do. And since you can't... we're down to 400 gold only, that will be it in terms of recruitment. And now this situation. These two give us like close to nothing, I'm afraid. But they give +1 control once we take them, yeah? Ooh, tier 3 infantry barracks. You can get this in only 3 turns. 4 really. Okay, so this is general, yeah? Allows a recruitment of every type of unit. And then it splits in infantry, archer range, and stables. Gondor Spear Horsemen, Gondor Horsemen. Probably better than the cav we have the Princess's Sergeants, but the Princess's Sergeants seem good enough for what we'll need. Gondor Spears and Swords, however, seem massively better than the stuff we have available now. First and foremost, they have 55 armor, while the melee units you can hire now have 30 or 40. That is massive difference. And better stats overall. Perhaps this is the way, but we really need that 1 point of control. We should be able to do it with tier 2 units. Just gonna go for control. We need this bonus, yeah? Get foreign expeditions for attrition reduction and line of sight. Then we grab this. This is wasted, yeah? We have no navies, but needed to unlock the bonus for completing the whole section. Okay, no money left for anything else, so we are going to press on. Oh, guys, look at this. This is absolutely brilliant. Harandor and Corsairs of Umbar are at war. This is perfect because it takes Corsairs off our backs. Absolutely amazing development in the south. Now, what's changed here? Does Harandor like us more? Improving because they approve of our war of Corsairs. And how about Corsairs? They are... Oh, Corsairs are actually stronger than Harandor. It's not so good for us because we would rather these guys be a buffer state for us. Can we get peace with Corsairs now? No, then we won't bother. Yeah, nothing changes here other than trade with Rohan being slightly more profitable. Okay, that gives us, basically secures our southern flank. I don't see Corsairs sending a navy when they have a land border with Harandor. They'll focus on them, yeah? Very, very good for us. Very good indeed. Faramir, are you going to set another ambush? Or would we rather recruit? Before we recruit, we need to see if there is a better way to spend money. Buildings complete real fast in this mod. I really like it. You no longer need to wait like 2, then 3, then 5, then 8 turns. It's like 1, 2, and 3. Basically, it takes as many turns as the building tier. Maybe the exception will be the actual the main city buildings take longer. The watchtower too. But farm I think completed in 2 turns, and the better farm is only going to take 3. That's not too bad. Okay, looks like we are going on the offensive, and looks like watchtowers are not that great as we initially thought, because sitting in an ambush might actually outperform. Okay, control going up by 4 in Anorian. Lebanon finally stabilized, although at a pretty pathetic -55, but we're still hemorrhaging control in Lamadon, despite building monument. What's changed here? Food -1, huh? That it is. But once we complete bakery, it will improve. Build burial grounds here, and we wanted to upgrade this monument, but we have no money right now, so we need to wait with this. In fact, we have no money for anything. We still need a bunch of cultural buildings to stabilize the countryside. 15 units with Faramir, plus a garrison of 10, plus Boromir. We do this again, right? We set an ambush right outside Osgiliath. We have a better army now, so this should work like a charm. Get in here and set an ambush. They surely have more stacks, yeah? We've not seen a lot from them. We've just seen a little bit. And Boromir, should you recruit? We have 2,000 gold left and we make 3,500. We should get him to full, yeah? We need 5 more units. And if we fight land battles, we need a better mixture of units. Should we also disband these crappy farmers? They only cost 60 gold. We can keep them until we get up to full, then replace them with a better unit. So we have tons of archers, 7 ranged units, and 3 cavalries. That is plenty. We need heavy melee infantry, which means swords, right? What's the best here? Yeah, because cavalry and archers are both damage dealers. And they both need melee infantry to pin the enemy in place so they can actually deal the damage, yeah? You want to flank with cavalry, not charge head on. And you want archers protected by a line of melee infantry. So whatever we already have damage dealers here. We just need tanky units that can hold the line. So what's the tankiest here? Should be guys with shields. So not shock infantry. We already have plenty of damage dealers. That rules out polearms and spearmen. And these two-handed axes. And spears, 51 melee defense, 40 armor. That is not too bad. But these are still crappy spearmen. Maybe you should go with swords. 2 less melee defense, 10 less armor. But much better melee attack. And weapon damage. And they have precursor javelins. This could be really interesting. Although if you hire 5 of them, yeah, that's gonna cost us 1100 gold in upkeep. More like 1k, because they'll be with Faramir. We won't have access to better infantry for a long time. So maybe we should. Get 2 for now. Yeah? And we stay put in Osgiliath. Let's press on. Burial ground in Karfarov, and that's it. Nothing else happened. A lot happened. Othrat is back, as well as this small army now recruited more, and got a brutal general. Nagzag, okay, rank 5 general. These guys will be tough to deal with. This army also looks a better quality. Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 3 again. Is this their starting army, or did they build... They must have built better barracks elsewhere. Okay, so we're looking at 25 units, potentially attacking Osgiliath. What's the best course of action here? Are we happy sitting in an ambush? We only have 55% chance of succeeding, and they are very likely to just crack on, yeah, and attack Osgiliath if they don't see the ambushing army. But we have no knight commander, so if the ambush fails and they just sit here with 25 units... If we can catch this brute in an ambush, that will be really good. Remember, we have these 3 brutal rangers, so we should be able to snipe the general rather easily. Although, not really, yeah? Black Shield bodyguards, 58% missile block chance. This is not cavalry with barely any shields. These guys are heavily armored. There'll be other units you can snipe though to trim them down. Look at their upkeep! They basically pay no upkeep on units. This is also cheap. What is this? Ridiculous. Tier 1 units only cost them like 30 gold. This is tier 3 heavy spear infantry, yeah? Costing them 20 gold in upkeep. Well, 19. Okay, this whole stack is costing a couple hundred gold. Whereas our stack, not even full, is costing us 3.5k. This is preposterous. Actually, I like that. Makes them spam strong armies instead of... The problem in most Total War games is that AI just builds crappy armies, yeah? Because they look at cost to benefit, and crappy units usually have better ratio. You get like 1 power for 1 money, where if you go for good unit, you get like 3 power for 4 money. So the ratio is not that great, and they just end up with crap stack after crap stack. This might change their behavior. I like that. Okay, so, are we sitting here and waiting for another ambush to happen, or are we defending Osgiliath? They could have another stack behind them, yeah? Always need to take that into consideration. But we assume they will attack with 25 units, out of which 2 are useless, because they are supply wagons. Also, we confirmed we can't overtake them, yeah? Because we didn't get them after winning that last battle. Just going to sit in ambush and see what happens. 55% is not too bad. Ideally, we would like to be sitting in a forest, yeah? But we have no forest here. 60. But this will not cover the road, I think. Wait, right now we have what? In here it's actually 60. You're a better ambusher than you were a moment ago. Okay, just outside the city, man. Just outside the city. Do it. And transfer these 2 brutal units to him. Should we replace Boromir with a general with better bodyguards, i.e. Imrail, so we get cavalry? Did Imrail replenish? Close to, but not quite. 58 out of 65. That is good enough, I think. Put Imrail in charge, yeah? How does these Knights of the Silver Swan compared to... This is the same, essentially. Yeah, just get these, yeah? They are free. Also, they weight less in auto-resolve, but are better in manual battles, which makes AI even more likely to attack us. Good stuff. Okay, now we have 3 more units you can fit into here to get the stack to full, but always more important is control. Okay, so we're going to build burial ground in Anulond. This will start improving the situation in West Gondor. And we don't really have money for anything else. Our income went down to 3k. I don't think we should be recruiting more. We need to handle with what we have. because we are... The problem of recruitment is units are really expensive here, if we go overboard with recruitment. But then again, we don't really have enough melee infantry. Just have 5 guys here, yeah? That is not enough. Yeah, we need more, this is very important. Grab 2 of these brutes. Pellegrin Marines. Yeah, they are massively better than these ordinary swordsmen. Basically have slightly better stats and 2 javelins, which is brilliant. Get 2 of them, yeah? Oh, you can only get 1. Man, that's not so good. Then get 1 marine and 1 sword. Wait, what? Why can we only get 1 of these guys? Ah, these are the fiefdom units, yeah? So we can recruit a limited number of them. I think that's what it said. And because these are from Pelargir, we can only have like 3 of each kind, and we already recruited 2. So get the 3rd one. Pinafgelin spears are probably another fiefdom unit, yeah? You can probably tell from the color, yeah? The grey ones are our ordinary units, we can get unlimited number of them. Ringel Vale. Maybe these are also fiefdom units. Hard to say. Either way, how does the spear compare to the sword? It's got better melee defense and armor. That's all we need to know. We want them to hold the line. The archers and cavalry will do the killing. We can grab... Excellent. These 3 will basically complete the stack. Then we just replace the crappy farmers with something better. Yeah, we'll take a hit on our income, but has to be done. We need an army that can win land battles against comparable stacks and not just sitting in Osgiliath and taking the beating. Yeah? Our brutal Denethor leveled up again. Good stuff. What do we go for? Construction cost, right? Goes without saying. And Hurin too, the other governor. Beautiful. Gonna go with... we can get food from him, but the upkeep production is wasted then. Just gonna go with the same stuff, stonemasons, yeah? Order did nothing other than pulling that other army back. Boromir ready for duty. And we have foreign expedition. Okay, we go for coastal warning system. Yeah, it's only to get the control. We don't care about navies. The pirates and corsairs are busy fighting Harandor, so they should not bother us, yeah? The improved situation with Harandor didn't last long. It's deteriorating again. Okay, move units to Faramir. And should we keep Imrail in charge or... Wait. We keep him in charge. Yeah, we need this cavalry. Boromir's bodyguards are crap. And we probably need to pay to repurpose them. Okay, so we only have 3k to play with, and our income will forever be lower for the foreseeable because of the extra units we recruited. So we can't do much. Oh, Lamadon finally is stabilized. How has this happened? Natural tendency 4, good stuff. People are fighting evil on their own. Excellent. Maybe because we build them bakery and give them free food. Okay, so burial grounds in Pelargir, so control starts improving in this province of Lebanon. And we're out of money. We can get 1 more unit to replace farmers with. How about that? Gondor must stand indeed. Yeah, we no longer can even recruit those marines. So probably this is the last spear we can recruit, yeah? But these units are better than other stuff we have, so just grab 1 of them. And then we disband the farmers. Not much else to do, so let's press on. Oh man. The oldest trick in the book, yeah? The crappy leftover army besieges Osgiliath, preventing the garrison from reinforcing the army sitting in an ambush. Ambush fails, and the stack attacks us, yeah? Okay, so what are we looking at? The Othroth with 3150 versus Faramir with 2850. They have 300 men more, say 10%. We can't really judge these units, but we can tell 3 supply wagons are probably crap. Don't really contribute much to their power. Horse archers are obviously annoying, 1 work sentry, couple of archers and a big pile of melee infantry. Looking at their numbers though, they are tier 1, they are tier 2, these are tier 3, yeah? So decent units overall, but I don't think they are that strong. They are favored in auto-resolve, so you should absolutely don't auto-resolve this, but we have more archers and we have cavalry superiority, yeah? It's gonna be fun, let's do it! Yeah, maybe it won't be as fun, because I just realized they also have reinforcements. The small army besieging Osgiliath is going to join. But we can make educated guess where they'll spawn, yeah? On the campaign map, they were roughly to the side, kinda behind us and to the left, yeah? So they should be coming either from this edge or this edge of the map, somewhere around this corner. So we could set up in this corner here, intercept and wipe out the reinforcements while we delay the main army with farmers. Just send them there to distract them, yeah? And I think that's what we're gonna do. Because these 5 units are pretty strong, they'll have strong general. So chopping him down first, before the proper battle even starts, will be very, very important. Okay, so We want a line of infantry made of spears in the middle and marines and the axeman flanks, yeah, like this. And then we want rangers separately. Gonna deploy them. We can't deploy them too close to the edge because they will prevent enemy reinforcements from spawning. So just deploy them here and we will press on as soon as we see them spawning. And the other archers, these 5 guys, behind our main line, yeah? And then group the cav as well. Charge bonus 65, but it's best to be charging in the rear of enemies. So put them here for now. Gonna press on. Send the crappy farmer here to distract them. They're pressing on. And let's see where they spawn. Yeah, they're cracking on at us. Oh, over here, okay. Not quite where we wanted. You guys press on. Are they going at us? Looks like they might be. You know what? Change of plans. We just switch over and face these guys first. You buddy go to the in fact, you are going to distract these instead. Archers, come here. And rangers, I want you guys on this side fast, yeah? Press on. Cavalry, you're going to stay put until much later. And let's try to distract these guys with the crappy farmers, yeah? They will flank us, this is not so good. Yeah, they're cracking on with the work sentries, they just ignored this guy. Going to approach these 4, maybe at least slow them down a little bit, yeah? And we want rangers as far away from our other troops as possible. Guys, you set up defenses here. Rest of you need to spread out a little bit, because they're coming, not the archer, just you guys, yeah? Man, what is this? Not the archer. Yeah, spread out. Okay, approach these guys. Rangers, get in here fast. And we're shooting them, yeah? Cracking on with horse archers. Perhaps we should withdraw, although they stopped. So keep bombarding them, yeah? And you guys get a volley on these wolf handlers. They caused us some suffering last time. Perhaps it's time to pull archers behind our main line, yeah? How is the farmer doing? They totally ignored him. Not so good, man. They have us surrounded. That is not great. We need cavalry outside of here, yeah? Press on. You're going to charge here, buddy. Press on. Javelins. Yes! Oh, this was pretty brutal. You're going to charge here. You here. You here. You here. You set up defenses against these guys and you need to go around them. Then we pull back, yeah? You need to fight these guys. Get another volley on them. These are shaken, yeah? They are about to fall apart. And you guys focus on horse archers and work sentries. Cavalry come here. You attack this guy and you attack him. And you are going to recharge them, yeah? Come here and once they're pinned, you will charge. Okay, we bet this guy. Start shooting him but in a skirmish mode, yeah? And you just chop these guys, yeah? Oh, they're going after the generals. Don't want to get pinned. Then attack this. Okay, they are pinned now. Charge at them. They are shaken. This is good. Okay, we are holding. That's fine. Shaken and losing men fast from treble cavalry charge. That is good. Attack these guys. For some reason, this guy is about to break. Losing men real fast now. Good. Wavering. Once we break him, we get out of here. Broken. Pull back, guys. Fast. Not you. You need to stay. You need to stay and fight. The 3 of you. Obliterate him because he's about to recharge our guy. Horse archers wiped out, but why are our other archers in melee? Your guys are way too close. Pull back. Now. Now, what is this? Eager swords. Come back here. You won. Excellent. Help your buddy out here. And the cavalry will now go through the gap. And wipe out the ranged units. Guys, you start shooting archers and you start shooting them. And you guys shoot this guy in the back. Cavalry go through the gap. Press on. Get in there. This is brilliant. Gives us opportunity to wipe out. Yeah, very bad, but these are crappy farmers. Who cares? These archers are wavering. Excellent. You go after them now and the 2 of you wipe out this. And our archers pull back a little bit. No, not you. You need to stay fight. Stay and fight. You guys pull back. And the general bodyguards. You chop down these. You move to the side. And you go after archers, yeah? How are you guys doing? Should be obliterating this axeman, yeah? Go here. They are broken. Pull back. And attack the orc rabble, yeah? We need to maneuver around their general. He's way too strong for our guys. Unless we can recharge him, this will end in disaster, yeah? But we can probably wipe out these. Or even better, recharge these guys. You help him out. What are you doing? Just standing here doing nothing? What is this? Keep shooting him. He'll break soon. You keep shooting him. He's broken, okay. You finish him off. You switch fire to this orc. How are we doing here? Still holding. Good stuff. Guys, you are going to get wrecked, yeah? Not much we can do about it. How is this charge looking? Winning decisively. The 3 of you switch to this orc work sentry. You start bombing this warband. You keep shooting this axe and you 2 fight him off in melee. And you come back. In fact, you know what? Perhaps we should be shooting him, yeah? These guys are shattered. You come back. They are breaking here. Excellent. Just stay and fight, all of you. Just make sure you fight them, yeah? This sentry under heavy fire from 3 archers. Excellent. This warband are under heavy fire too. Keep shooting this guy, and whatever's left of you attack this. And you guys, you were supposed to pull back. Not so good, not so good. What else do we have here? These guys still fighting. Excellent. These broke. You attack him now. Guys, keep shooting this work sentry. You switch to these sentries, and you switch to them too. You... this guy is now coming here. Try to stop him. Some units have like 2 soldiers left and they're still fighting. On the one side it's brilliant, on the other hand it's basically means they are done. Pull back, guys. You fight this guy in melee. You need to pull back. You did good enough job, buddy. Where is this guy? Oh, running them down. Excellent. Go back after him.
Enemy units have rallied and returned to the battle.
Yeah. They might return. We'll just chop them down again. Go after this archer. Just make sure you don't bump into the general. Still fighting here, guys. Help him out now. They are black shield bodyguards. They are not going to be easy to take down. And these crappy supply wagons, yeah, we should maybe start shooting them. Or better yet, their general. And you chop these guys down. They are broken. You shoot the general too. You make sure you chop these. No, you chop these and you shoot the general, yeah? And you round down these guys. You guys should be shooting this, yeah? You are. And we're winning here. Excellent. 3 of you fight him. Cavalry should not be... the penalty for disengaging is so harsh here. Okay, you won, come back. We need you here. These guys broke, excellent. Cavalry, run them down. All 5 of you, just go after the general, yeah? And you destroy these. You pull back and you shoot this guy. How come these archers are still fighting our cavalry off? We have to... if this guy charges into us, we're done. Pull back, save yourself. You go into skirmish, start disengaging. You go behind these guys. All of you, shoot this guy in the back, yeah? What are these wagons? Are they doing anything? They seem not in the best shape themselves. Shaken, yeah? Maybe we can wipe them out with collateral fire. Cavalry, pull back from here. Go after this broken guy. You keep shooting the one that's... collateral damage, yeah? The crappy friendly fire. These guys are broken. Excellent. He's charging into melee. This guy decided to stop in his tracks. He's going to get lost. He's going to get wrecked. Switch to the general, yeah? You guys recharge these guys. The wagons are falling apart. Good, they are weak. Just attack them. Yeah, we can see that. Very unfortunate, but not much we can do. We are going to win this, but we lost a few units here. And some of the remaining ones are in really poor shape. Unfortunate, but not much we can do about it. Wagon shaken. Wipe him out, yeah? Cavalry help them out. This guy put himself together. Get a volley on him. You pile on here. Okay, pull back. Everyone pull back. Don't fight this general. We have... missile superiority. We can just destroy them with ranged units, yeah? All of you pull back. You guys, patrollers, are going to destroy their last archer, and then they can't really do much to us. We lost here. Unfortunate. We have enough to win this, but this will be very uncomfortably close. Just attack these guys. What is this? And you shoot him, yeah? Maybe should attack him with all the melee units to pin him in place, yeah? These two will come back for us, yeah? It's only a matter of time. But we have very heavy... crappy black shield bodyguards. Of course it does. Shooting this guy into unshielded side and his general into shielded, which is not perfect, but let's press on instead. Wiped out the archers, excellent. This guy gave up. Save ammunition, start shooting the general, and the cavalry here, you, finish them off, yeah? Do you guys just keep shooting him in the back now? It will be kinda shielded side from some of you, but back from the... Oh, he showed his back to us. This is the end for him. Yeah, you chop down this, and infantry presses on. Cavalry is fine. Okay, they just collapsed. Excellent. Just need to chop them down. We lost quite a lot here, but it's not the end of the world. Just gonna chop the general down and wipe them out, yeah? Close victory, huh? How close? Right, first of all, there was 1200 more of them, yeah? We lost 1300 men, close to half of our army, but they only got away with 200 out of the 4 they brought in to the table. That was decent. The first stack almost completely destroyed, and the reinforcing one also got away with 1 guy. Okay, so they have 1 unit surviving in each stack. They'll get a new general, so we can... Oh no, we lost all 3 marines and 1 of these beautiful spears. This is painful, guys. This is very painful. Rehiring this will cost us 3000 gold. Man, brutal. And we only make 1500 from the looting the battlefield. Not so good. It's a miracle this guy survived too. Okay, loot it. Oh no. This is just the agent. Okay. Thought this is another attack by another full stack. Alright, crappy all-throat wiped out. Good. So is Yaguk. Bribe soldier, huh? Proportionate failure. So we haven't lost any units. Good. Imrail rank 3. Excellent. But we'll wrap it up here. Subscribe!